Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Check safety! Check safety!
Alert, 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 alert!
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 31. Check 31.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give right side. Benjamin. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a give right side. Benjamin. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
18, 18.
Check 43.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Ran, tuck.
Check.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, 18. Bravo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Stay 50, stay 50. Undercut.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the safety creep. Jim. Hey, alert 3. Sit.
White. Hurry.
Rush in. Kill.
Alert.
Hey, turn it up.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Monday. Hey, Will.
45. Mike, 45. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Come on, D. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Heavy on the edges. Let's go. Come on. 36.
On second down, it's Montgomery. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. A nothing ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180.
Tight end to the right, bro. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4.
Alert.
26. 40's the mark.
Greystone, travel.
Rap. Whip.
Watch out.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 45, 45.
Hey, orbit. Easy, alert.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
Shot.
To throw is Stafford. Got his man. It's Williams. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0.
Now Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Let's go, D.
18.
Single. Single the slot. Watch 80.
Go.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Stop. 180.
both.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Trubisky to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Mike Davis. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right there. Watch this.
Omaha, ready to move.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look behind him.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10, 6-yard line.
So we got man.
On 1st down, Benjamin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the screen. Check 13. Check 13. Ran. Mike Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right here, right
Hey, ball.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Blue.
Hey, tight.
4 yards on the dump-off. It's second down.
40's the mark. Hey, let's get that ball.
Red.
42-yard line.
X3. 218. Chop it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, team. 18.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Bears 27, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, 18.
On first down, Benjamin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Check
Brings up
52.
2nd and 5.
Now it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bears 34, Lions 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey.
They go to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
45 to Mike.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
45. Mike.
Zebra.
Let's go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Joey Bosa. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 51. Mike, 51. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the 6. Pull it.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
65. 65. Deuce.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Check 24.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Brought down back at his 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the end zone, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Ready. Blue 60. 50, 50. All right, here we go.
On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, 50.
45.
On second and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, check Mike 45. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls. 45's the mic.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Drill right. 22. Easy, alert. Hey. High 7.
On third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
45.
Hey, Echo.
45. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 45.
They snap it to Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
It's a turnover on downs. Andy Jackson. A gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got nothing.
On second down, Montgomery. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Here we go. 45's the mic. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.